Now, I listen to Joe Rogan uh, pretty regularly, and I used to be a big fan because there was a time when he was a bit more moderate and slightly left leaning, which I am, and he used to question a lot. He used to be having a mindset which values science, which values introspection, researching stuff. And I don't know what happened to him. Is it age or his circle has been infiltrated by right wing elements? I don't know. And I'm not saying that being right wing is bad, but you know, there are elements of the right wing which are just totally anti-science, elements which are really racist, and elements which are just not open to change. I think that's pretty much what progressive leaning people are. They are people who are open to change if it's for the good. So the thing is, Joe Rogan is, I don't know what happened to him. If it feels like he lost his curiosity, he lost that spark that made him question things, that made him research. Because right now he's just a lazy thinker. He's someone who is easily influenced. He's someone uh, who is easily impressed by a sweet talker, like a person like a Peter Thiel, all those Mark Andreessen types, Elon Musk. Those people impress him with a bank balance and the goodies that they bring, and then he's easily convinced. Like it's the same people who think that Donald Trump is a brilliant businessman because he's a billionaire. Like you can be a shitty businessman and become a billionaire. It's very possible to fail your way to the top. And Trump is one of those people. He was born with a silver spoon in his mouth, and he has a range of a whole litany of failures behind him on his CV, from universities to casinos to even the failed first Trump term. The guy he is just he is someone who has been given a lot of chances and has used them. He's like a very driven person, but he's not that smart. So it's the same thing with the people that Joe Rogan looks up to. He he sees those people, and then like he sees people like Elon Musk, and he sees what he's accomplished, and then he starts to worship him. He doesn't dig deep. He doesn't want. He takes at face value the things that are presented to him. So could it be that he's aged, so he doesn't have the mental capacity to dig deeper, the youthful verve that drives curiosity? I don't know, maybe. But the thing is, I'm more and more disappointed with his takes recently, and it's a bit it's more disappointing because I used to be a fan, and I was like addicted to a lot of his podcasts with Duncan Trussell, a lot of his podcasts with Joey Diaz. They were so funny. A lot of them. They provided me with hours of entertainment, and I used to binge listen to them. I used to go back to the very first episodes and just listen. And maybe some of it is just like that. It was not really political, and once someone goes political, it sours the whole experience. And now that he's political and he's more right leaning, it does put something. It just seem off. I don't know, but I feel like he he's captured. He seems like someone who has been bought off, and it's pretty weird because he's already rich, right? But he never says anything bad about Trump. Even the obvious ones, the elephant in the room, the child allegations against Trump, he never brings them up. He sidesteps them every time the conversation is leading up to those things. The same goes with Elon Musk. There was a time when Elon Musk was accused of cheating and trying to boost his gaming ratings. He never brings that up, which means that he's captured. There's no honesty, and that was the refreshing part of the Joe Rogan experience: the honesty, the rawness, the anything goes part of it. It kept you at the edge of your ears. Like there's something refreshing about an uncurated listening experience. You like you want to. It keeps you engaged. But when you see it starting to be tailored, to be polished, to be driven in a certain narrative, it becomes boring because okay, if someone brings this thing up, we already know what this guy thinks. There is no debate. It's always going to be pushed in this direction. So that's, I don't know. That's a bit weird for me. And people, especially the female base, the the female population who hate Joe Rogan, they don't understand why men listen to him. I think it's the same way that men don't understand why women like true crime movies. You know, it's it sparks something in the male brain when you're listening to Joe Rogan. And it's not about this macho stuff or this masculinity. Maybe some of it is, but this is just how men think. The men can be actually say to be dumber than women. We are not complicated creatures compared to women. We are we like one thing and we like it. We don't know why we like it. We just like it. And women are designed by nature to be multitaskers. They are emotional. They're in touch with their feelings. They're more intuitive. And men are not like that. Men are just men. And that kind of makes us dumber than women, actually. And, well, but I think it's endearing. But that's why we like Joe Rogan. But not now. I don't like him now. He seems bought off. He seems too right wing for me. He seems to like some questionable characters, and he's lost his curiosity, and that's too bad.